All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA. Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Mike, 44. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Ready, ready.
This a quick pass to Davis. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. 23 yards the pickup there. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Derrick Henry looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Ready, set.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escapes the sack. This one caught by Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Henry out of the pistol. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Steve Rivers.
Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 54.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're going to mark him down short. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready up.
54. Mike 54. Hey, pick your.
Yep.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's a party now. Woo!
5.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Let's go.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
At the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You scared?
They'll toss it to Fournette.
Run, 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 run!
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Let's go.
They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the screen. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Ready?
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got some space here.
It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check.
Hey.
Mike, 54.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Complete to Josh Oliver.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5.
54, watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
44.
A first down carry for Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tannehill out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Come on, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey. Right there. 54, right there, 54.
Go.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Hey, watch Sam.
Now.
54. Mike, 54.
Let's get the ball.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for a Jaguar.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Fournette, a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie.
Tight end, let's go right here now.
Bravo.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ready.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Change situation. Let's go.
Hey. High 7.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
All day, dog. Mike's 5'4".
Minshew throwing on 3rd down.
Can't hang.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the run. Hey, they're running it.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
I see you, boy. I see you.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second down, here's Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the set. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
54 is Mike.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, Haywood. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 50 down.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Right there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready,
At the
30 base.
25-yard line.
Hey! He don't know no better.
54 is Mike. Let's go. Check, check. Watch
Throwing
54,
on
watch
2nd
54.
down. Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
54.
Tackles, tackles.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Get it.
I got you.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
14. Titans 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Go.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Hey, seam 6.
Out of the gun, Tannehill.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Complete. This is Lewis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Tannehill throwing again. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go!
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll run it again with Fournette.
Let's go.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Yep.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Pop. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Check that.
Here's Minshew. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Look at me. Zipper.
Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Here we go.
You go
61. Matchbox lights.
You got tight right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill completes it to Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Protein spill. Lightning.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
Minimal. You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to... And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come off the ball hard.
Again, it's Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
That's it, baby. That's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's coming this way, Here we go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, keep it up. Hey, watch Sam. Go. Mike 54. I got you.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jake Ryan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A second down run with Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Watch 54. Who there?
Big Griffin.
Now Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 41-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 13.
13-yard line. A gain of 46 yards on the play. And a tight
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
In your face. No. You kill it, motion me out. Get it.
This is Lewis. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Tannehill. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Get your swerve on. Hey.
Motion.
54 is Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
54, watch 54.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super toe. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Tight on.
Set, go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tannehill now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't.
Go.
Right there. 54, right there.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Go.
Joker.
Yep.
Play it. Mike.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, check.
Mike.
Ready?
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Hey, Echo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Right there. 54. 54, Mike.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Safe, safe, safe.
Kill, 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 kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
36.
Hey, lock it.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
On the ready.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get some penetration.
6th guy. Check.
Rock it.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Shoot.
On 4th down, Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Don't get nervous.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Look at me. Zipper.
Motion.
Mike.
Go.
Now Fournette.
Exit.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get this.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Big ripper.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Zoo.
54
now.
He's back to throw.
54. I got you, Pop.
And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm gonna hit you.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
Let's get that ball right here.
Ready? 44, Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. On the draw, this is Fournette. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Fournette. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Lambo on for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jaguars, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.